Hello, I'm Brian Williamson, and I'd like to know what's important, really important to you. For the last 14 years, I've been helping my clients make sure that what they own goes where they want it to when they die, protecting their family inheritance. But it's more important than that. It's more involved than that. The will only comes into effect when you die. During your lifetime, there are all sorts of things that can affect what you own and what happens to it. So what's most important to you? There are about 4 or 5 different areas I'd like to ask you a question about. What about avoiding the cost and the hassle of probate when somebody dies? It's a procedure that has to be gone through by relatives when somebody does die, assuming they've got any money worth having. It can cost a lot of money, it can take a lot of time, and it can cause a lot of heartache. That doesn't have to be the case. There are other ways of dealing with it, as long as you plan while you're alive. Avoiding or reducing the cost of inheritance tax down the generations. Inheritance tax can be charged at 40% on assets in excess of a certain figure when somebody dies, as the money is passed down the generations. But that's not the end of it. If you leave money to your children, they have assets of their own when they die. What you've left is added to what they have, and what you've left can be taxed again, and to the next generation, and the generation after. As the money rolls down from one generation to another, it can get taxed time and time again. That doesn't have to be the case. How about keeping your grandchildren's inheritance safe if their parents go bankrupt or get divorced? When either of those things happen, whole estates can be wiped out. And there is no reason why anybody in the middle should be worried about the grandchildren. The money just goes, but it doesn't have to be the case. Knowing and understanding how long-term care costs really work. There's an awful lot of confusion out there about this, and the government statements don't actually help. It's generally regarded as smoke and mirrors these days. If you are concerned that at some time you could go into care, and you want to make sure that you don't pay for something you don't have to pay for. For example, it's possible your assets could be taken to pay for your spouse's long-term care. That shouldn't be the case. If you talk to me, I'll tell you how we can deal with that as well. Well, there's a few things there to consider, or perhaps you want it all, or something I haven't mentioned. I'd very much like to hear from you. Just give me a call on 0800 90 20 429 and let's have a chat. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.